this, when it comes to this key level, right? Currently, you can see, we all can see that the market has dropped about close to, in fact, around 10% already. Lah. So, in the grand scheme of things, is this like enough? Lah? So, in a very, yeah, I would say in a normal bullish market, right? Let's measure the usual drop. Let's say this one was in 2015, right? In 2015 August, that drop over there, if I were to just zoom it in, you can see any of the severe drop that happened usually in the quarter three of the year. With apart from 2018, 2018 we have three drops. So any severe drop you can see is about 8 to 10%. Then this one was in starting this 2014. You can see 2014 drop also about 5-6%. Then 2015 leading to 16. In fact, the starting of this year reminds me a lot of 2016 because 2016 literally just began and then it dropped minus 10%. And then after that, climb up, then drop again, hunt the low, and then after that, that's where the uptrend rebound. So it's without a doubt that I think we are in a huge or a macro bull market for sure. However, it doesn't mean that every day we are going up. And this is where, in terms of the risk to reward, right, you can see this drop is about 10% as well. And all the severe ones, lah, if I can just measure, you will see they will range around 6 to 10% one. All the very severe ones that you can see, this is like 5+%, and that's over 2 days. This is like, what the? So this is over 2 days. And then if you look at this is 2018. What happened in 2018 January? So off a very, very bumper crop year, 2018 was like this. And then after that, it dropped about 10%. Then it starts to climb back up again. So where are we? Where are we? Well, with the exception of, like 2018 from October, the last quarter, right? That one dropped like 20%. With the exception of this, in the past, with the exception of 2018 and of course COVID dropped 35%. Any other normal market behavior or market pullback, right? The drop is about 8 to 10% on. If you take a look at it, like it's really 8 to 10%, 8 to 10%, thereabouts. And even this one, this is in 2021 third quarter, right? This one is about 5%. Then 2022, let's see each down leg, okay? Each down leg is about 10%. And then if you look at it, it's just slightly more than 10%, 15%. And this one, the final one before it kickstarted everything in end 2022, it's about 15%. So what did it tell us? What have we observed? We have observed that the market in a bullish trend, the pullback likely is about 10%. In a down market, of which 2022 ended that 10-year bullish run, right? The bull cycle. That's where the run can extend down to like 15%. So even in 2023, you look at that quarter three down. So that was August, and then after that, all the way down until October. So this is down about 10% as well. So that's 2023. Then it kickstarted everything. Then in 2024, which is about a year ago, sometime in April, we are looking at about a 6% drop. And quarter three for last year, this was in July, then the the yen repricing issue dropped about 10%. So in a grand scheme of things, right, if we were to put this drop into the measurement of what happened in the past, we can see that only when the market was in a downtrend, that's where we see a pullback or a severe drop of more than 10% and reaching up to, up to 15%. Can we all see this? Type yes if you can see this. Good. So, is this over? Is this like, like enough? Has it been enough, or is it just at the tip of the iceberg? Well, as of the sentiment yesterday, right, I think they have suggested that they are going to remain to look at the two cards for this year. And in terms of, I would say, from here, wherever it dropped, minus 10%, there is kind of like a support area of my blue color band over here, and that's about 5,006. So when that happens, right, leading to that, we also do have a high volume node area. So the high volume node area remains as such. And therefore, for this week, I am not expecting the market to really go anywhere above 5,800. 5,800 for this week remains the resistance to beat. And in fact, this optimism, or rather this sentiment, right, it's going to carry itself to next week as well. So 5,800 is likely going to be the resistance. Is everyone clear? If you are clear, please type 5.8. Very good. So right now, we are seeing a lower low, a lower low, lower high continuation. And as you can see, the market, although it bounces up, the rejection has literally, you can see the high volume node, right? It has been denoted by this range. So I have got this range whereby you see 5745 to 585, right? Prices are literally just shy of this range. They literally just come in here for the past 3 days, get contracted, rejected, rejected, and then it seems like coming down. So this one also coupled together with the volume trending downwards like this, and of course everyone, if you just look at a pattern, right, everyone will be just looking at a bear flag. All right, they are just literally looking for a bear flag and continuation, and then they will say things like, "Wow, this thing is going to drop to 4 point something K." Hold your horses. I don't think so. All right, I don't think so. What I do think is likely going to happen, given that the market is mean reverting in nature, with regards to this range that I'm looking at, I do think that right now, I want to see signs of the market breaking above the S2, the monthly S2 of 5725. Because right now it's just like getting rejected. I can't go above, I can't go above, I can't go above. And even yesterday, after Jerome Powell's assumption or reassurance, the market just doesn't want to break through. The market is still here, and today, as we are speaking, the market is open right now. We are down like 0.4%. So how is this helping the case for a bullish, like a bullish movement? It's not exactly. I would ideally a bullish case, right? At least if you want to take like a dead cat bounce bullish swing, all right, I will want you to clear this level. At least convincingly tell me that you can clear this level. Show me that you can close above this level for 1-2 sessions. Then I think, yeah, this bottom here is overdone. And no doubt, right, that high volume area, the high volume node that I'm looking at, which is this candle, if I'm not wrong. So if I can just readjust my lines. So if you look at this, it is never like that's the bottom. It is always like, okay, we are near that bottom. But right now, if I am seeing the rejection signs of this zone or level that I'm looking at, then of course the path of least resistance is definitely downside. So my bias, right, is to still remain cautious, not as like, wow, I'm just immediately going to become like super bullish right now, unless it shows me it can clear this level. It can literally enter this area comfortably, be able to hold itself at that area, then probably bouncing up to at least 5,800 or to the 5866 S1 area. That will be possible. If not, what I am thinking of, is that 10% drop, got rejected, it might find itself downwards here a little bit. And the support area that I am looking at will be 5550 zone. All right, 5548. So 5550. Can everyone just type 5550 for me, please? So in Thai, right, they call this ha ha ha, like laughing at ha 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 ha. Okay, so uh why that level is because if it continue downwards, I think it is very, very common that people will see a bear flag. And if the market is just to behave with in accordance to very normal, very, very normal, what do you call that? The very, very normal candlestick chart pattern, right? People will think that, oh, it's a bad flag. If it just breaches anywhere below this level, I'm going to short it. Yeah. So given that, and now that you know, markets are always kind of in like a mean reverting nature. Um, if I'm in this area, okay, if I'm in this area, instead of shorting it like the rest of the retail traders, um, what would actually play to our risk to reward, guys? Can you everyone just help me type in the chat? Which action is it to short or is it to long that will play into our risk to reward? What do you think? Yeah, and that's the area that I'm looking at. All right, that's the area that I am looking at. So in terms of the key levels, these are the two levels that I'm facing right now. If you ask me, like for example, I want to go long, I want to see two things. Number one, be able to enter this zone comfortably. That's scenario one. Number two, if I have a false breakdown and if I can trap those retail people who go and short it, that will be a convincing second area lah, which the prices are just going to be here. Currently, there is nothing on the horizon that will suggest, oh, all skies are clear. We're going to get back into risk appetite right now. So please, just take note of this. So at least this sentiment is going to carry us 1 week forward into next week, given that right now, today, we are on Thursday. So it's likely going to carry us into the next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So this scenario is what I think is likely going to play out. All right.